Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I decided to bring you guys along as I got ready for my Valentine's Day date, and I wanted to try something different, something that I haven't done in a really long time, which is straighten my hair. And I'm starting off by spraying a heat protectant spray, and the one I'm using is from Tresemme. I'm also separating my hair into two parts, the top and the bottom, just because I find that it's a lot easier for me to do anything to my hair when I separate it into sections. So that's what I did. I started off by straightening the bottom first, and then I made my way to the top. To start off my makeup, I'm gonna clip my hair away from my face so it doesn't get in the way. And I'm gonna use my Clinique moisturizer to moisturize my face. I really like this moisturizer, it's very hydrating. Then I'm going in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm applying this as a base for my eyeshadow. I'm using my beauty blender to blend that in. Then I'm going in with my NYC primer to prime my eyes. I'm applying this on my eyelids and on my waterline. And again, I'm using my beauty blender to blend that in. To set that all down, I'm using my Revlon Photo Ready Translucent Finishing Powder. I'm using this to set the concealer and the primer. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm using that light brown warm color as my transition shade. Then I'm using this eyeshadow from The Balm. It's in the shade Matte Kumar, and I got this in one of my Ipsy bags, and I'm using this to just apply on top of my crease color. And I'm really working that in, making it as deep as I can. This color is a really maroon, deep burgundy red shade. Then I'm using another reddish brown from the Nubian palette, and I'm applying that to my outer V, really working that in, making it really dark. Then I'm going in with this gold color in the same palette, but it wasn't as gold as I wanted it to be, so I used this lighter gold from the Carly Bible and BH Cosmetics palette. Then I'm going in with this light champagne color from the Nubian palette, and I'm using this as my brown bone highlight. And I applied this vanilla shade from the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette just on top of that to lighten it up a bit. Moving on to my face, I'm using the Master Prime by Maybelline to prime my face. This is the blurring and redness control one. They have a bunch of different ones meant to do different things. Then to color correct, I'm using my NYX color correcting palette, and I'm using the green shade to apply on all my blemishes and all my red spots. I'm using my finger to blend that in. For foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick, and it was a little light for my skin tone right now, so I went on top of that with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. And I'm just using a brush to blend these foundations in. This one's from Real Techniques. But then I go in over that with my beauty blender just to remove any excess foundation and to really work it into my skin. For concealer, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And on top of that, under my eyes, I'm using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye just to brighten it up a little bit. To set that all down, I'm using this Besame powder I got in my Ipsy bag. I really love this powder, and I'm using it to bake, and whatever's left on my beauty blender, I'm just setting all the other places I put concealer. To set the places I plan on bronzing, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. I'm using the lighter side to set all the places I plan on bronzing. To bronze, I'm using the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And then I'm just brushing off the baking I did earlier. To contour, I'm using the contouring side of that Wet n Wild palette. I'm doing my jawline, my cheeks, my nose, my forehead. To do my eyebrows, I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe, and I'm filling in my eyebrows as well as brushing them out. For blush, I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso, and I'm applying that to my cheeks. Then finish off my eyes, I'm using that light brown shade that we used in our crease, on my lash line, my lower lash line. Then I'm using the darker brown that we used for our outer corner on top of that on my lower lash line. Then I'm curling my lashes, and I'm using this Smashbox X-rated mascara. I'm applying that to my top and my bottom lashes. To highlight, I'm using these two colors from the Carly Bible and BH Cosmetics palette. I'm using this to highlight my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my inner corners, and a little bit on my cupid's bow. I didn't get a good shot of my lipstick, but I exfoliated first using this e.l.f. lip exfoliator, and I used Lumiere from ColourPop and Magic Wand from ColourPop. I just mixed those two, and that's it. That's how I did my makeup. My outfit is from Forever 21, as well as my choker, and yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.